everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jasmine Lovely. So good to see you guys here today. First of all, let me say happy birthday to Aquarius this week, this month, this year. We've made it, guys. I'm an Aquarius too, so happy birthday to all of us. I'm so excited to read for you guys. A lot of you guys are just literally reflecting on your days. You're going to be reflecting back at your journeys, how far you've come, that you've survived. So everybody, please just embrace it. Embrace that we've made it and we're safe and sound. All right. If you resonate with the video, like, share, and subscribe. Happy birthday. All right. So we're starting off with the Ten of Pentacles here. This beautiful energy. It almost, when we talk about the Ten of Pentacles, it's happiness. It's success at its finest. It's generational wealth. It's just being content and satisfied with everything you've accomplished, right? And I think maybe for some of you guys who've been just feeling like you are always behind, or you've never done enough, or just when you think you're picking up, something comes and brings you down and it's like a struggle. Some of you guys have been struggling for years, probably your whole life. So this is for you. This is for you. Some of you guys have unlocked this new approach, this new type of energy. It's an energy, it's consciousness, right? This is a gift being handed down to you by the divine, your guides, your higher self. This is a gift that was been waiting for you to unlock this. It's been there. It's been there watching you, hoping that you pay attention to it and ready. And then it just so happens to be that it's on your birthday, or on the month of your birthday, that you really get to open this beautiful present from the divine. How did you essentially get there? I mean, look at this. If you take a look at this pentacle, right? We're talking about value, self-worth. It's a glass. You can see through it. It's a glass house. It's a glass pentacle. But if you see the flowers around it, there's still growth. There's still value inside here. But it's also being able to see yourself, who you truly are. Some of you guys this week or this month have been dealing with looking at self-worth. What am I worth? Some of you guys have been battling low self-esteem. Some of you guys have been, just focusing on how no matter how much you go out there and try to achieve, or try to not, just accomplish, it never seems to be enough. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because you guys thought, man, if I keep going this way, if I keep doing this, if I buy a house, if I buy a car, if I have kids, if I get married, essentially it'll be enough. And then some of you guys realize that you completely missed the bigger picture here. Because even after accomplishing so much, you still feel like you're not enough, right? And it's like this week you finally get that. You finally understand that the divine has always thought you were enough. Has always thought you were perfect just the way you are. Whether you accomplished everything you have, you're halfway there, or you didn't accomplish shit, it did not matter. These are the people who are overdriven. You overdrive, you overwork yourselves to death, trying to compensate for the fact that, your parents never told you you were enough. Your parents couldn't love you the way you needed them to, but the divine is showing you, God is showing you higher self, your guides are showing you that they love you. But none of that fucking matters unless you choose to love yourself. That's where we're at here. So you picking up this sword, right? Activating the sword. The sword, the truth is there. It's glittering. It's right in your face. It's time to acknowledge this. It's time to ask yourself that question, are you enough? Or do you want to keep replaying that fucking narrative that you're not? So you have to go out there and do, be, and create. Some of you guys are going to, because it's your birthday, you're going to reflect back at everything you've accomplished, everything you've worked for, everything you've done to heal. And some of you guys are going to realize that you're not happy. Some of you guys are going to realize that you actually can be happy. If you so choose to get rid of that narrative, right? Some of you guys are going to ask yourselves, are you enough? And your answers are going to be either yes or no. If you say no, then essentially it's another lesson that has to come about until you finally get it, that you are. And some of you guys are at the stage where you just can't keep looking for outside sources to validate you. So what you're going to do is validate yourself. You guys are going to cry and heal from those wounds that your parents caused, your friends, whatever. And you're going to give yourself essentially what you've been needing, your inner child has been craving. And you're going to feel so good. It's lifting that burden. Because essentially you understand materialism didn't fulfill you. Accomplishments didn't fulfill you. It fed your ego, but essentially didn't feed your inner child. It didn't heal you. It didn't make you feel better. Not in the long run. So some of you guys are starting to really understand that and shift perspectives. Let's say some of you guys never go out there and accomplish another thing. Let's say you go out there, you don't accomplish anything starting today for the rest of your life. Can you still be happy knowing you didn't complete anything? Would you? Start looking at it that way. Then all of a sudden, when you start understanding it at that level, you start seeing this 10 of Pentacles, because I started seeing a pendulum. Time. You start thinking of the bigger picture. Time is on your side. It always has been. See, essentially, you were incarnated here. We talk about all the things you have to do. But once you're nearing the end of your journey, you understand that there's nothing for you to accomplish. You essentially came to incarnate here just to feel good, to experience moments in your journey that you will never be able to relive again. So once you start understanding that there's nothing really for you to complete or do in this life, you start taking all that burden and that weight off your shoulders, and you start living just to enjoy the moment. So then it's like gratitude. The perspective shifts from I have to do to validate myself to I'm grateful for everything I've already done, and I'm happy no matter what. So you show up happy, you show up relaxed, you don't have anxiety anymore, you're at peace within yourself, you are enough, right? So then guess what happens? All of a sudden, you get to enjoy life, which is the whole purpose. And then things start happening for you. Things were going to happen to you regardless. It's just that your frequency, the thought process of how you enjoyed the moment, whether you enjoyed the moment or not, that's what changes. You can still go out there and accomplish, but are you going to be happy about it? Are you going out there to accomplish because your soul wants to, or is it to validate your ego? Which one is it? Because when we start acting out of whichever one of these two choices we have, then you get your answer. One takes you in like a moment of desperation that you just can't understand, can't get out of. It's this like spinning circle, this karmic lesson you just don't want to deal with anymore. It leads you essentially nowhere, and this one will. It's a lesson regardless, but it's this feeling of, man, why didn't I never just go out there and feel like it's going out there and knowing that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. Guys, I'm getting this emotion, this rush of emotion, this serotonin rushing in. So I'm trying to explain it the best that I can, and I hope I did. It's just, I feel this just ease rushing through my whole body, trying to explain this amazing feeling. And I hope you guys are just enjoying this feeling with me. Okay, then we get this person right here, right? It's you. But do you see the clouds behind this person? It's like source bringing you to this truth, because essentially source is also carrying this sword in front of you, asking for you, are you ready to pick this up and live in this way for the rest of your life? Are you ready to live in a more authentic way? Are you ready to live more free of mental anguish, mental narratives that no longer resonate with you? Are you ready to let your inner child out and be happy? Essentially, you've been blocked. You've been blocked from your own garden. You haven't had access to this way of being, this way of thinking. You never had access to it. Because you never had this. You never experienced this. You never had access to it until you got rid of that narrative in your head. And now it's asking you, you finally pick up that sword, and guess what? It's as light as a feather. The reason why more people have to acknowledge this and heal this wound within themselves, this low self-esteem wound, is so that we can go out there, heal the collective, but then go out there and teach others to heal themselves. Essentially, we want more people doing this because we can all be free. To be free of the mind, the world is limitless. Think about it. If you no longer had all of these things that burden you in the mind and cause anxiety, wouldn't you feel better? That's essentially what it is. We all cause our own mental imprisonment, right? So imagine not having anything to hold us back. The world would be just, we'd be like children again. So some of you guys are seeing a lot of 777. That is the luckiest spiritual number. That is a gift. That is like you actually surrendering to your instincts, allowing life to let you experience, allowing yourself to let life teach you or give you a new level of experience that you've never felt before. Some of you guys are so afraid to do it because you're like, fuck that. I haven't experienced that. I'm used to my old narratives running the show. Some of you guys are going to tiptoe into it and get scared, but just let it happen. You deserve it. That would be the best birthday gift you could receive, actually. Mental freedom. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. If you guys resonate with the video, like, share, and subscribe. And my Aquarius says happy birthday.